What's going on, guys? We are back here with some more Avatar Early Access Standard event, and today I'm going to be showing you a deck that, to be quite honest with you, is probably the single most deck that impressed me the most out of every single one that I played during the Early Access event, and it may include a card that I think I might have missed on the spoiler, and that card that we are going to be building around today is Accumulate Wisdom. So I think what ended up happening is that when I initially looked at the spoiler to record the spoiler video that I did about a week and a half ago, it might have been a week ago, I think when I looked at the spoiler, it wasn't quite 100% finished yet. I think there was still some commons and uncommons missing, and it turns out one of the ones that was missing is maybe one of the best cards in the set. So this is 2-mana instant Lesson. It says, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of those cards into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. But if you have 3 or more lesson cards in your graveyard, you put all of them into your hand, which means that makes this into a 2-mana draw 3 at instant speed, which is, as you can probably imagine, very, very powerful. Now, certainly you do need to be playing a very high density of lessons. If you look at this deck list, there are 22 total lessons. So lesson is sort of like it's just like a subtype. You know how creatures have their own types and planeswalkers have their own types and things like that. It's just a different category of instants and sorceries. So the cards that have the lesson types is the Wisdom itself, Quench, or it'll quench you technically, which is just 2 mana. It counter unless you pay 2, which is just quench. Combustion Technique, which is a 2-mana instant that deals 2 plus the number of lessons in your graveyard to a creature, and it also exiles, which is very important against stuff like Enduring Curiosity. Abandoned Attachments, 2-mana instant, discard a card, draw 2 cards. And then the 1-mana spells, which are, 1-mana sorcery bounce spell, but if you controlled the permanent, draw a card. And then basically Burst Lightning, but it only hits creatures. So as you can imagine, you can see by looking at all these cards, a lot of ways to put cheap spells into the graveyard and ways to, kill creatures, Combustion Technique and Firebending Lesson. And this sort of core lends itself very, very well with both Tolarian Terror and Eddie Crab. Before the comments ask, yes, I know there is a crab from the new set. I don't remember the name of it. I'm pretty sure it's 7-mana 6/5 that you can cast with Flash if there's 3 or more lessons, and then it costs 1 less for each non-creature, non-land. Which that card has a couple of upsides over Crab where it comes into play untapped and it has 1 more power, but the ability for Crab to tap creatures, and more specifically tap your own creatures, I think makes it just head and shoulders better than the other card. Speaking of tapping your own creatures, we have Gran, which is 1 mana. I still kind of can't believe they printed a 1-mana looter, because I feel like we've never seen that in Standard before. It's a 1-mana 1/2. Whenever Gran becomes tapped, you draw, then discard. And on top of that, oh wait, there's more. Non-creature spells cost 1 less as long as there are 3 or more lessons in your graveyard, which you kind of want to do anyways. So Gran not only helps facilitate your Accumulate Wisdom, because you're drawing and discarding. So, maybe there's circumstances where you aren't able to cast 2 lessons in the same turn, so getting to be able to discard 1 and then cast the other one gets you closer to Accumulate Wisdom. Also, it discounts all of your spells, not just your lessons. So Accumulate Wisdom now is a 1-mana draw 3. Tell me if you've heard that before. And then filling out the deck with some cantrips. I only had room for a couple of Storm Chaser's talents, although after playing this deck, I kind of want to play a couple more, because picking up 2-mana draw 3 is very, very powerful. And then mana based, nothing too crazy. I'm playing a couple of station lands because I thought they would be kind of cool, being able to, like, if your opponent has a blocker and you can't attack with Gran, being able to tap the Gran outside of combat seemed important, but tap lands kind of suck. So I probably wouldn't play these moving forward. But yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. This was probably the single most impressive deck out of everything that I played during the early access event. So I can't wait to show you guys the game. So without further ado, I'll see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. Gran. Hi, Grandma. The grandma is here. What is this? Oh, God, it's a mirror match. Okay, how do you win the blue-red lesson mirror match? Kind of think the second crab is sketch. Thank you. I guess talent. Talent and then probably discard boomerang. Wait, we can cycle the boomerang on talent, huh? Kind of like that. Gets the boomerang into the graveyard too. You get more bodies. Okay. How did I queue up lessons and immediately play a mirror match? I did forget to put Thundering Falls in my deck. That might be ill-advised. I really don't want to discard Crab. I'm going to discard Technique. Ooh. It'll quench ya. It'll quench ya. Yeah, that's the arena matchmaking right there. It'll quench ya. Get quenched. I'll take an Ancestral here. That would be a nice one. Eddie Merc. I'll pay for Quench. I will pay for Quench. It's time for the crab. Are they going to kill my crab? No. I mean, I'll pass. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Okay, didn't want to get my end step stop, huh? Just didn't want to do that for me. Okay, do not deploy crab. I repeat, do not deploy crab. Well, it wasn't even the auto tapper. It was just what you call it? It was just not having a stop my end step. Maybe I can bait the counterspell with Technique. I don't want to get quenched. Bruh. Please tap my red sources. Could have second crab. I mean, I'll pay. I will pay. I see. Okay. Yep. Okay, grand down. I'm just gonna main phase this. I'm not getting quenched. I repeat, I am not getting quenched. I killed Grandma. Well, they killed mine first, so it's only fair, you know. That is an aggressive attack. Jesus. I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because I can just pick up the kill spell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I guess that's fine, right? Pick up kill spell, kill the crab. Kind of wanted to save the talent in case I found the draw 3, but I'll just do this now. Hit for 7, they go to 4. They have to have another combustion technique, or I guess this would also kill the crab. Oh, okay. I'm not playing that card, but that might be a good one. Because that does let you dump 2 things into the graveyard to cast faster crabs. I mean, at this point, it's like the first person who finds a draw 3 is going to win. All right, perhaps this was better. I gambled a little bit trying to find the draw 3 first, but yeah. Probably just worse than doing talent first. Because even if I find the draw 3 next turn, it's totally fine. Surely I'll find spells at some point, right? Surely I'll find spells at some point, right? Talk to me. That's the best spell in the deck right there. Look, man, I'm eventually gonna draw it, you know? This one? Yeah, recall into recall. Discard land, find second recall. Eloquentia. Guess I'm content with play Gran. And then this on blue. Go. I did forget to update the command. I'll do that right now. Gran. Just chump, right? Can I take 5? And they could be playing Burst Lightning. It's unlikely they're playing Burst Lightning, but they could. 3. I guess I can just quench Burst Lightning, huh? I could tank with Gran, too. That's probably better, right? Yeah. Throw Gran under the bus. What if they have Monstrous Rage? I guess they could have had Monstrous Rage, yes. That is a possibility. They could have had Monstrous Rage. Okay, we gotta hold control for this one. Oh, wait, no. Don't we just kind of die to Crab? Should have went to combat first. Combustion for 9. So, quench Combustion. And then play the Firebending. I'm going to go ahead and not pay. I'm going to decline. It's going to be a decline for me. All right. I kind of tried to throw that game a little bit, but... Dr. Ruckus. I'm gonna keep my hand. Could be worse. Certainly could be better, but it could also be worse. Whoa. I got the 2099 sleeve, which means they're definitely playing blue-red. Beginning to think maybe we want more than 2 Storm Chasers talents in our Storm Chasers talent deck. Might be something we want to consider moving forward. Novice Inspector. There are only 2. Allegedly. Allegedly, of course. You know what other cards should not be in our deck? The stupid fucking station lands. I refuse to kill an Inspector. It's not happening. Which cards so far stand out? 3-mana Aang has been good. The blue-white 2/3 Flash Flyer. That card's been very good. The Zookeeper was pretty good. Those are like the 2 that have looked the best to me. The Mole was good too. 3/3 Bunny. Can't kill that. Spunicorn's gonna be hard to kill, isn't it? And I have to. Take a bounce spell? So 5 right now. This is going to make it 4. Bounce spell would make him 3. I mean, firebending doesn't do shit here, right? Bounce Zenith, hope they don't have a 1-drop. I think it's my only line. God, these station lands look... Like, I know we wanted to play them for the Gram, but I really just don't even think they just don't seem worth it. Just attack with Gran, you know? She can turn sideways. I mean, we are playing it for the Gram right now, but I don't think it's worth it. You get a 1-drop? Yeah, it's bad. Any new cards over there? Any new cards? New cards, PogChamp? That is definitely not going to do it. Go? I can't tell. Is he saying Gran or Gram? What if I made a joke and it's actually both? I guess these two, right? Playing Momo? Which one? There's 2 Momos. You got it. When you say they're playing Momo, you got to be more specific. Seems bad. That definitely does not help. Okay. Could play 2 5/5s that turn. Combo deck. You leave my grandma alone! Get quenched. Get absolutely quenched. Should've just killed that. I don't know why I quenched that. I just had the quench, like, hovered over, so I decided to cast quench instead. I can kill that. I can kill that. Who won last game? Not me. Definitely not me. Ooh. Little Ancestral Recall. Any bumps? I know you want to bump it. Here, I'll pay out the prediction. Streamer did not win. Turn inside out. Okay, you get a 2-2. 2-2 secured. Oh no, it exiles! Right. I forgot that it exiles. Actually, you don't get a 2-2. I definitely forgot that card exiled. Dude, Ancestral into Ancestral into Ancestral? Look, see, I could play Slayer and Terra, but I could just draw 3 more cards, you know? It's like the meme. It's the Uno meme, draw 20 cards or win the game. You know I'm going to draw cards every time. Obviously. I mean, I'm going to take a lot of damage, but... What's a little bit of damage anyways, you know? God damn. I still can't kill a Slick Shot show off. That's slightly problematic. I mean, I could bounce it. This would be a +1 for Into the Flood Mob, by the way. Well, you see, I got auto-tapped as well. I think I might still lose this game, chap. I think I might still lose this game. Are we stationing? Are we stationing or are we blocking? They're at 20. What does this do again? 2 tap, sack a land, make a 2/2, then pump your creatures and give them haste. What are we blocking? I guess like red. Yeah, I guess there's not a lot that we're blocking here, right? Because like their haste creature has flying. I can't block the slick shot. They just don't have 2 pump spells in hand. It's fine. Interesting. Well. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I have a shock? I don't even have a shock. Okay, well, I've drawn 9 extra cards this game, and I think I'm still gonna lose. That's bad. How did this happen? It's true, they don't have Nemesis. Oh, right, I have enough mana to do this, right? Yeah, I can just get this. Right. I for some reason, I thought I was 1 mana short, but I can just do this, yeah. And then we go... Yeah, I don't know why I thought I was 1 mana short. Alright, now we're fine. Now we are fine. Just no second slick shot, please. Hold! Hold. Easy. It's a keeper right there. That is a keeper right there. We definitely should have more talents in this deck. Talent's been pretty good. Ooh, talent or Gran? It's gotta be turn 1 Gran, right? It's gotta be turn 1 Gran. Gran just, like, turns on so much of the deck. Because you only need to get... yeah, 3 or more. Okay. Draw a card, then discard. That's kind of nice. I think draw spell goes. Kill this, play talent. Next turn, cast technique. You could even, like, draw, discard, Oh, we can actually... Oh my god, we can go technique into wisdom, because once we play technique, the Grand discounts the wisdom. That's kind of hot. Airbend my token. I guess that is a good reason to not play the Storm Chaser's talent. Because there is a lot of people playing airbending. Right? How many lands are in this deck, by the way? It's 21, right? Maybe 21 is too much with how much card draw we have. Did we Ancestral Recall? We did pay 1 mana and draw 3 cards. I mean, I don't know if you want to call that Ancestral Recall, but we did do that. Not my Gran! Give me an opt. Give me a nice little opt. Keep that. So, attachments into Terror. And then Grand Crab Boomerang next turn. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's true. You don't take 3 from Needlekin. So let's do creature enters, put a counter, end step if it has 4 or more counters. Okay, so they can flicker the Riddler with that. That's kind of cool. Exalted Sunborn. What are they trying to do with that? I don't want to find out. Pick it up. Let's just go Gran. Wait, how are they at 9? Did they pay 3 for all these? Or are they just at -6? I didn't even notice that. I think they did pay 2 for all those, right? Because that's the first time I attacked them. Okay. That's fine. Grab, 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 grab. Oh, that's hilarious. The terror still gets discounted. That is hilarious. I didn't even realize that. Because it no matter what, it always counts the number of cards in your graveyard. That's kind of sick. Appa. Are we upping main phase? Oh, so they can flicker the Ascension, and then Ascension the Crab? Is that what we're doing? So they have untapped land. Oh. Wait, what? What am I missing? Why did they do that? Why did they do that? So, Grand first. So this costs 1. Ancestral Recall. Ancestral Recall. Ancestral Recall. This deck is kind of sick. Oh boy. I'm telling you, man. Like, second mirror match incoming? Everybody's playing this deck. How is it that every time I play a deck, I just queue into a bunch of mirror matches? It's like the time slot, you know? Deemer. Soka. It's an old card. Yeah, inventory is from like M19, I think. I think it's M19. Somebody fact check me. I know it's a core set. It's definitely not Eldritch Moon. What is this? 3 mana, 3/6. Gain 3, can attack or block unless there are 3 or more lessons, tap, add a mana. That card's pretty good. That card's really good. Go. Could bounce it. Yeah, just bounce it and then quench it, right? You think it'd take inventory? No, Phoretic Inventory was a core set. M20 sounds right. I think M20 is right. It'll quench it. Oh shit. That's bad. I mean, this quench doesn't even do that much here because they just have 5 mana next turn. I think I have to dump the quench. Okay. I mean, draw 3. Deror. This deck is pretty cheap, yeah, as far as budget is concerned. What do you do? Enters if you cast them and there are 3 or more Dragon or Lesson cards. Oh, right. Yeah, the copy thing. That is not great. Not great. Or 21. 21? 21. How do I get out of this? They won't block. I don't expect them to block anyways. They're just gonna kill me with their dragons. Okay. I've answered one of them. Still kind of just dead to the other one. Yeah, there's like a very good chance I just die. Because this thing is what? 4 mana give all dragons +2. So if they had a second one, they attack, make 4 mana, and they get 2 activations. So it'd be 4, 8, it'd be 16. This card, I think this card's good. I thought about playing it in this deck. I just didn't know if you like... At the end of the day, it is a 5 mana creature, you know? Like, how many of these can you play? This might be a good sideboard card for when you need, like, more bodies. And in matchups that are about, like, ground stalls or something, just having 2 4/4 flyers seems good. I'm not sure it's a main deck card, though. But it could be. The Lesson Only Serpent. I don't remember, but I do think that that card is worse than both. I think that card is worse than the ones that we have. I think it's worse than Terror and Crab. Yeah, it could be nice as a top-end card, like 1 or 2 of the dragon. It's a good card, for sure. Definitely a good card. You're at 19. Dude, the life gain from the turtle is kind of annoying. I think the only way out is find Crab. So let's try and find Crab. Ah, that's good. You're at 19. So kill turtle, hit for 10. Maybe hold up counterspell. I have 4 in hand. Question is, do we counterspell or do we cantrip here? I don't need, is Quench actually counter anything? I don't think it is. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think they have 11 next turn with Manland plus Pump. Well, if I, like, what I could do is I could go opt, try to, like, get greedy, try to find a land, and then go land, hold up Quench. But maybe I just don't do that. Yeah, I'll just pass. I think pass is fine. Well, I wanted to try and find a land this turn. That's why I'd want to opt on my turn. Because missing a land drop does kind of suck, but I guess we don't need more lands. Yeah. One, two, three, 4. Okay. So if they activate Talent and then cast the spell they get back, I can quench that. Because they'll have 1 untapped plus the Shaw mana. They'll have 3. Then I can quench it. No attacks. Guess I'll be mana efficient. Fire Bending Lesson. Three, 4, 5. So Lesson the token. See what they do. If I had 1 more mana, I could have went Gran and then kick Lesson, but we'll go Gran into... I guess we just attack, right? They can trade, but then if they trade, they can't counter by recall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Trade's fine. I came in like a wrecking ball. The Gran is good, man. The Gran is really good. Quench target acquired. Quench target acquired. Alright, your turn. Zeriok, thank you for the bits. When do we get Universes Beyond Doomwake X Miley? That is not going to happen, but thank you for the bit, Syriac. I appreciate that. Are they going to try and kill my terror? Oh, okay. That does it. Yeah, that does it. Alt. Grand's good, but second one a lot worse than the first one. I have too many basic mountains in my deck, I've learned. It seems I have too many basic mountains in my deck. Dude, the Great is good, yeah. I mean, it just, like, for a 1-drop, it's a 1-mana creature, it has 2 toughness, it gives you cost reduction, and it also draws discards when it attacks. Like, it's really, really powerful. Each lesson card in your graveyard has flashback 1. They're still dead to the crab, right? I came in like a wrecking ball. Dude, the crab can also tap the Grand if you, like you don't attack with it on your turn. You don't attack with the, like, say they have a blocker, right? Then you just go pass on their turn, and then crab, tap Grand, tap their creature. Because it's whenever it becomes tapped, not when it attacks. Dude, the Grand's good. Like, if you ask me, is Boomerang a worse card than Floodmaw? The answer is undoubtedly yes. But if you're playing Accumulate Wisdom, you just need cheap spells to put into your graveyard. Does not see itself, no. You have to have 3 before the Wisdom. A lot of allies today. I think I may have to discard a Wisdom here. I really don't want to, but... Alright, I'll be disciplined. I'll be disciplined. And this is another reason why the 1-drops are so important. It lets you go turn 2, attachments, discard, turn 3, land 3, 1-drop into Ancestral. That's why the 1-drops are so big. I guess I'll opt here. Opt and then counter whenever they play. Keeping that. We aren't calling it accumulated, we're calling it ancestral. Yeah, because it is ancestral. I mean, once you have the Grand in play, it's ancestral. Suki. Suki. So... Lesson protectors, they sack, then I technique the Suki. And then my leftovers are 2-mana kill spell and draw 3. Earth Kingdom Protectors. I feel like they'd rather have the counter on the Lieutenant now. I mean, I guess I'll draw 3. If you insist, I guess I'll draw 3. Good thing I can run it back next turn, huh? Okay. I mean, I'm probably not blocking with this, am I? I don't think so. Grand would have never let this happen. That is true. Grand... Is 21 lands too much? Maybe it is. I'm only playing for 1-mana cantrips. I'm probably supposed to just kill the stupid protectors before combat, huh? Because I'm going to do this anyways. Just took 2 damage for no reason. Can I get a -2? Can I get a nice little -2? I mean, I was going to get it back from the graveyard, but... Alright, that's more like it. That's more like it. I think they block. No! I wanted that! Fucker. Oh, man. I wanted that talent, man. What do you have for ripping the sideboard? This is best of one, homie. I didn't build the sideboard. No, I think we're going to try that one next, Blades Queen. Stomping Ground. It'll quench you. It'll quench you. Ooh. It's gotta be Grand, right? It's gotta be Grand. Don't do it. Don't kill it. Don't kill it. All right. Grand has successfully lived a turn. It's not the worst outcome, right? I think that's fine. It's almost like I said, drawing the second one is bad. Am I cooked? No. Wait, does this work? Oh, it's non-land. Okay. So discard one of these. Attachments, discard second one, rip, untap blue. Easy. Yeah, I mean, if I don't counter it, they're going to have beta to pay for the next one, so I guess I'll counter it. Might as well, right? Combat. One mana, draw 3. I cast Ancestral Recall. I guess you can go. Yeah, you can go. Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness. It is nice that this deck is just pretty budget, right? Or running it back? Alright, fine. Fine. It is kind of like Pot of Greed, yeah. Surely this one finds a land, right? Well, not exactly. I have to discard 2 cards to hand size. I guess... Discard. I'm just suffering from success over here. I don't need this opt. I think we'll be fine. That is true. It does get around stuff like Narset, Shieldred. Gets around Hullbreacher. They should add this card to the cube. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? We're playing best of one, so a deck like this is just going to look better. But X is 4, huh? Kind of wish I saved a counterspell for that. Okay. Word. They do get 4 counters. Oh, less mountains, too. This deck has way too many mountains. How is one 1 red mana to exile target creature bin. Really good. Honestly, the worst card in the deck has probably been the bounce spell, but again, you need to play 1 mana spells to turn on the wisdoms, you know. Deal 2. Deal 2. It's okay, they'll play a 4-drop this turn. Oh, they have fucking Cavern. God damn it. Okay, this seems bad. Seems very, very bad. I mean, I can't just do nothing. Great. 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 Yep. Your turn. Okay, good news is that if they play 2 spells in the same turn, we can counter the second one. What if they just didn't play 2 spells, though? Ally decks have looked okay. We played, the first one that we played was decent. I liked it. I didn't have this card, though. This card is obviously really powerful with Katara. They get 2 Appa triggers. Dos Appa. Well, next turn, I mean, I can counter that, right? So they can't cavern. Oh, they can cavern it. Oh my god. I'm already off it. They still have yet to give me a single target for my 1 mana 2 damage. I would say things are not going well. What do I even do here? Go? I don't know, man. I guess I just have to cast the Quench to put it into the graveyard. Not great. Oh my god, a card I can kill. Oh, baby. A card that I can kill. They're still going to draw a card off of it, but... The only card that I've been able to kill this game is a card that... Oh, they didn't use the Cavern. Oh, because they used Cavern for this. Okay, alright, hold on. Hold on. We're cooking. Okay, what do I counter? Shit. Does I counter Appa? You think Aang? If I counter Aang, they get to save the Voyager with the Appa. I mean, it's all bad no matter what, right? No matter what I do, it's all bad. Yeah, I think I'm screwed either way. I don't think there's any way out of this. Yeah, that's true. If I let them get the Aang, they get to double up the Aang with Katara. This like whole Appa Aang loop is kind of disgusting. Because they can just keep doing this over and over again. It's almost like the hard lock. Because if you play a spell, they Aang it, and then if you go to kill the Aang, they just Appa the Aang. It's like, how am I supposed to get out of this? I'm just in a lock, you know? Yeah, we're good. 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 Cran would beat that? Would it? Keep but not happy about it. Yeah, Boomerang does feel a lot worse than Floodmaw. But there's no other 1 mana lessons that you can play to kind of like juice the curve and have enough cheap stuff for accumulate. Like, if... God, I really wish I had Floodmaw there. It's not great either. not looking good. Not looking good for the Gram. Yeah, I can't counter that. I would like to. I sure would like to. That one I can't counter. Get that shit out of here. Red source. Fuck, man. What did I say earlier about cutting a mountain? I actually meant to say add a mountain. Red source. There we go. All right, now he's cooking. Now he's cooking. Am I playing Crab or Terror? Probably playing Terror first, honestly. Maybe that's bad because the Terror can get discounted later on. But I can still just play 2 of them next turn, so I think this is fine. The Legend of Kyoshi. Draw cards equal to the greatest power among creatures you control, huh? 6 mana draw 1, by the way. It's a huge 6 mana draw 1. Okay. Tap the stupid red land, please. Go. Earthbend X. 6 mana draw 1 is impressive. Why not opt? Well, if I opt, right, I have to tap a blue source. If I opt and don't draw a blue source, then I can't Terror and Crab. And I'd much rather just go Terror Crab this turn. To draw 4? Okay, okay. GG! Yeah, don't they know Ancestral's in the format? You pay 6 mana to draw 1, I pay 1 mana to draw 3. Seems fair. Alright, let's look at this deck. Yeah, that was pretty impressive, I gotta say. That was relatively impressive. The lessons seem pretty good. This Accumulate Wisdom card is just completely out of control. It's a little awkward because, again, you do kind of need a high density of 1 mana lessons to be able to turn on the wisdom as often as possible, and Boomerang Basics is a pretty awful Magic card. So it's possible that you kind of just bite the bullet and maybe you cut Basics for Floodmaw and then don't play Talent. The reason I had Talent in the deck in the first place was because I wanted to find something to bounce with Basics. But maybe you're supposed to just cut both of these, play like 4th Grand, 3 Floodmaw, 2 Torches or something like that, and then just accept the fact that you only have, you would have 18 lessons at that point, which maybe that's fine. The station lands were pretty bad. I thought they were going to be good with Gran, but just having tap lands in a deck with this many cheap spells is just not something you want to do. But other than that, everything else felt pretty good. Accumulate Wisdom. Hell of a Magic card. So if you're watching this on YouTube, like, subscribe, comment. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.